In order to access the Physicsclassroom.com review session and calculator pad, which are excellent resources for reviewing the concepts as well as problem solving, the mathematics behind what we study in class, you can find the link on the homepage, the Google Sites homepage. We don't use it a tremendous amount, but you should hopefully have that linked. Otherwise, you should be able to find the URL up here. It's also located in the syllabus. Anyway, so if you scroll through, we have the normal information, but you want to look for this link right here. So if you click on the Physics Classroom link, it's going to give you the main site as well as the review session. You can certainly go right to the review session, but I'm going to show you how to access everything from the main site. So by clicking on that link, it's going to bring you to the main page, which is the physics tutorial. This will give you kind of like your textbook type information on a lot of the topics we study, so it's not a bad place if you want to supplement what we speak about in class. The purposes of this video, though, is to show you two things. First, the review session, and then the calculator pad. And both of these can be found by scrolling down, and they're on the side in this kind of bluish-green color. So if you want to review concepts, you'll click on the review session. It's going to give you a variety of topics. In this case, for the upcoming quiz, it happens to be work and energy. So we'll click on that, and I can decide what I want to do. I can print out the questions. Questions with links will give me the questions, and it won't provide me the answers, but it will give me links to the different sections within Physics Classroom. So this one asks about what's true about work. So if I'm, let's see here, if I'm not really sure and I want to review that, I can click on this link, and it'll bring me to the section which will talk about those concepts, give me the big idea, things like that. If you just want to know whether you're doing it correct and you feel like your concepts are fine, then you can actually have the answers provided. You can either do it in small sections, or you can look at it all at once. And what that will show you is the question. So same thing, what's true about work, but it will follow that up with the actual answers. And it'll tell you true, false, it'll explain the reasoning, and so on and so forth. So you have a few options there. And the review session is primarily concepts. So there's not too much math involved. It's going to force you to answer these questions based purely on your understanding of the concepts. The other thing for problem solving will be the calculator pad. You'll find that on the side over here. Again, a lot of the topics. So we're still in mechanics. We'll look at work and energy. And it first brings you to this page, which actually gives you a fairly decent kind of crash course overview. Here discusses work, talks about the angle between. I know a lot of people tend to have trouble with that, so it'll explain the angle a little bit. Power, we don't have to worry about for this upcoming quiz. It talks about energy, how to calculate it, etc. So you can see it's not a tremendously long informational source, but it gives you enough of a crash course. What you're more concerned with is the problem set. If you click on the problem set, it brings you to the different problems, gives you the information you need. You can check your answers by showing the answer. If you cannot, for the life of you, figure out how they got that answer, there is an audio-guided solution, and this creepy guy will kind of explain the reasoning.
When a force is applied to an object to cause it to move, we say that.
So hopefully I don't sound like that, but that's up to you. So you look through here, it'll explain everything, give you some habits about, effective problem solvers, and it'll give you some examples here. All right, so those are two resources I highly recommend, and how to access them.